Hello. Are we live? Are we live? Yes. We are live. Good morning, Donovan. Tame Tiger, good morning. All right. Trying to get everything set up here. I don't have the news or anything pulled up yet. Clarity, good morning. All right, let me see here. Trying to get everything pulled up. What up, AS Cove Bear? Good morning. No major news. I don't know. We'll check it in a moment. I'm gonna mark out Mancini's levels first. Plan today 6088, 6081 supports. Rally 6109, 6117 up next. All right. In play as long as above. 81 fails. We triggered the sell down to 68. Okie doke. Yeah, we got those plays marked out. Good morning, Steve. Lassie in the house. D, how's it going? Francis. Dun, dun, dun. Savaga. Syria has been taken by rebels. Good morning, 2 cents. Somehow that activated my Siri. I don't know how. Oh, man, I should have got a water. All right, let's take a look at the news. Is my internet acting up already? All right, no, it's not. Dun, 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 dun. All right, news. Yeah, no news. Looks like, yeah, nothing. I mean, 1 star. That's nothing. It's basically a no news Monday, basically, there. You know what that means? Could be chop. We'll see. FRD possible, but would like to see a couple more days of running. Yeah, we'll see. Good morning, Robert. Trader Monk, good morning. All right, let's kind of zoom out here a little bit. So obviously we ran the high. Still got the London low kind of down there. Previous day. It's not the previous day low, but that is down there. Oh, do we still have those equal lows down there? I think we do. And obviously all-time highs up here. Any kind of equal highs or lows? I don't even know. Don't see any that are obvious yet. These look actually, no, those have been ran. So, bear flag faked out for now, still ranging. Yeah, I mean, I do think it runs this down, probably runs down here. We'll see. I mean, right now it's not much to do. Looks like it might be some sort of VWAP open. We'll see. See if we can get some money back from Friday. Let's hope so, Jamie. Morning, Neo. So, we'll certainly kind of be careful today. CC, hard to know. Long's over 650, says Maddie. Maybe. Yeah, I would tend to agree. Would get above VWAP there. I think 586 gets ran. I mean, you're kind of got like... Well, that's... You kind of got like this here setting up. These lows... I mean, like, you kind of think we maybe reject VWAP, run these, maybe run the 586. Today's buy, I don't really have a bias for today, to be honest. I'm just going to kind of react. Yeah, I kind of think so too, Bassett, but we'll see. How was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's weekend? Hopefully it was good. And so what I'm going to do today, I got the copier on Quantower. I'm not going to put a stop in. And I guess when I go break even, it's going to be a mental break even stop unless it's very close. If it's very close, I'm just going to put the stop in and hope it doesn't take me out of my positions. I did update all the Quantowers. I redid the copier. I did everything that I can to hopefully get that fixed. And we'll just kind of go from there. Dirt bike riding. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Wife and kids are all down out with pneumonia. That sucks. Apex is, yeah, it's been over Neo. They're like 50%. I'm hoping that we get a new sale today with Bulenox. They are 75%. But I think today's the last day for that. Yeah, still 75% there. %. Good morning, Tech T. Let me see here. Quantower and post to Discord what you did to get copier working. Yeah. You could last. I think it's no problem. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I think it's should work better today. Especially, I'm not gonna move my stop to break even. I'm just gonna keep a mental break even stop. So if it comes back and touches me, I'm gonna market exit, which could cause me to have slippage on a few points here or there. But really, we're looking for 12.5 points anyway today. So, you know. I'm going to move back to the 20% or 20 points once I think it's more reasonable to get it. Right now, just, I don't know. Doesn't seem like... Seems harder to get 20 points right now for some reason. For some odd reason. Yes, already above the VWAP there. Yeah, Lassie, I agree. Like, I'm used to hearing multiple beeps, but like when I put a stop in, that sucks when it does that. When you move your stop in and then it just stops you out. We got about 5 minutes here until open. We'll see what we get. ES at the VWAP right now. Not really what you want to see, so. Not what you want to see. Am I missing? It's weird. I'm watching here. I don't. Oh, there it is. Like, I just completely overlooked that. Oh, my goodness. That's the key to get those beeps close to parent account. Yeah. You want to see a little dump? I agree, Coveper. Good morning, Predator. I'm going to grab a water right quick before we open. Be right back. Ah. Water obtained. Water obtained. Good morning to Swag. A little water to start the day. A little water. All right, we got 3 minutes. We'll see kind of what happens here. We shall see. That's all we can do. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Bassett. I would maybe like a push-up, test the VWAP, maybe a little higher. And then maybe get a inverse off that to kind of run down through here, but I don't know. You don't always get what you wish for, you know? That's kind of the thing there. You just don't. All right, we'll see what we get here. Got about 2 minutes here until open. Let's see what she wants to do. Good morning, Rob. Starter above VWAP. Yeah. Just do the opposite of what you're thinking. True. Not a bad idea. Uno Micro. I don't like this dump before open. Come on, man. Wait till open. Wait till open. Come on. Rude. What up, Black Beauty? Black Beauty, you already in the money trading the yen or what? Yes, at the VWAP there. Done for the day. Let's go. Andreas, good morning. Well, we'll just see what we get here at open. 1 minute. One minute. Ready to get long, says Neo. I don't know, Neo. Andy, good morning. All right. See, I was looking for this to probably run, but it's just, yeah. Unhail, good morning. How you doing? All right, here we go. We got to open in 10 seconds. Yes, fighting below the VWAP there as well. All right, here we go. Pushing lower. Let's see, are we going to run the 586 directly? Looks like it. All the way down here. 586, going to hit it. Close to it. Close to it. Would have liked to seen a bigger push up there, but didn't get it. Full port Monday. Yeah, that's a good open for a full port. Run the London low there. Or, yeah, that is the London low. $30-second long here, maybe. Bullish SMT. Man, this is scary. All right, we're long. Taking it, taking it, taking it, taking it. Taking it, taking it, taking it. I'm off. I'm out. In and out. In and out. I got in a little late there. Got in at 620 instead of 615, which was scary. But took 7 quick points there for $150. Could have taken more. Could have held it, obviously, but that would have been a good spot to put the stop to break even, but you guys know how that works. Yeah, I had a good weekend, Yoma. Did you? Lots got wrecked on that. Yeah, I took that. I mean, like, the thing is, like, normally I would just put my stop in break even there, but you guys have seen what's been happening. This is what I call light bulb. You know, this is what, well, it's what Dodgy calls light bulb too, but like, this is a situation where, like, we swept the London low, V shape, one candle right back through this 30-second gap, right? And you can see how I kind of got in. I got in like right when I was supposed to, but because of how fast it moved, I was 5 points above. And then I just kind of took it off right there. Once we kind of hit this spot, kind of stalled out, I took it off. But, man, that would have paid 20 points so fast. It's just so fast there. I think I was in and out probably before you guys even saw it. That's how fast that thing went. Yeah, I took that on all the fundeds, Yoma. That was too clean not to take. So 155 times 16 accounts. Got a potential short here as well. No clear break-even spot. VWAP short. Lassie, this is what we were wanting before market opened. This exact thing in a run of this. Now, actually, I don't hate it. Yoma, help me with this. Isn't this not a protected low now? No, wait, we made a new high. Never mind. It's not. Never mind. We made a new high. It's not. We swept the high that made the low, so it's not. All right. I think. Good morning, Evo. Man, that was one of those, like, that happened so fast. It's kind of scary, right? Now your target should be the 573. The problem with this 1 minute short is there's no clear break even for me. It closed real heavy. So, like, you know, you just don't know. Are you too slow? Come on, Yoma, you got to be on it, bud. Some days you get these right out of open, and they are kind of scary, but there was zero drawdown on either of those trades. By the way, I did take that over here, too, on these other accounts, and I took it for the full 20 points on the tick and the Tradeify. It's up 800 on one and 400 on the other. Quick 130, let's go. Dropping Friday the 13th. 573 next. Your weekend was great. Filming and editing. Let's go. Not right now, Ed Hill. There's no 90% yet. That long to me was perfect. We had a bullish SMT. We swept the London low. I don't know. I love that 30-second long there if you were fast enough to take it. That was amazing. Unfortunately, I only took 7 points, 8 points. I should have held for the full 12, but we just took it. It took you out from 3 winning trades, and now I'm in negative. No, I don't know, Bashar. Mine's fine. I mean, I'm up 160 there on those. I mean, I'll check the other ones. 160. Yeah, I mean, they're all like 155, 160. One of them is at 110, 155, 160. You can kind of see our balances there, guys. We're quite a ways from payout on these accounts, but I switched them back to the Coin Tower copier for a psychological reason, and it's kind of cost me money this last week. But, you know, yeah, that 30-second was amazing, Yoma. That was like light bulb right there for sure. That sucks, Bashar. That sucks for sure. I don't know what's going on with it. Mine seemed to be fine. So we're up somewhere between $200 and $600 on our funded accounts on Apex there. Well, it sure would be nice to get to pay out there by the end of the week, but I don't know that it'll happen. We'll still trade our fundeds next week, but we'll be very, very careful. Man, that was so fast. We're just on an eval now, guys, but we are not going to be slinging this eval around like we did last week. I'm going to be taking proper setups, which means there's going to be less action. I'm not taking setups that are just crazy. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. Less action. What are we doing here? ES kind of hanging out the 94s. I had to look and see. I was like, is that 94s? No, Rob. I'm not that close to payout. I'm at payout on my funded futures. It's just a lot of people are going to be on vacation starting kind of next week. That's all. You can see how this thing's chopping around now after we never made it back to the low there. Yeah, the price action so far today is good, Bassett. I like it so far. Hanging out right here at the whole number. $4,000. Let's go, piggy bank. Nice job. All right, let's see here. Perfect. So I'm just waiting here, guys. Like, there's not much to do at this point. We're just waiting for something that screams at us like that 30-second setup did. Hopefully I gave you guys enough time there, but like that, even with a 5-second delay there, that was such a fast, clean setup. If you weren't seeing that on your own, you're going to be late to the party. You're going to be late to the party. Yeah, I don't know, Bashar. I mean, certainly submit a ticket, right? If you're up $800 and it took you out from 3 winning trades and now you're negative. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I would certainly send them a ticket. I mean, I always say better to ask. You know, it's better for them to tell you no after you ask than just not to ask and never know. So you never know. Yeah, clarity. That's what I love when we get a setup like that out open where it's like you can't just. I mean, like I wish I would have got more points out of it. Not gonna lie, but at the same time, like I'm happy with it. We'll take it. Anytime you can get in and get out in seconds, can't complain. Cannot complain. In and out. The weekly volume profile in the 45 minutes, and you put the weekly profile in the 4-hour time frame, you understand why it should have been bigger size because it was Monday. Oh, $4,000 is still a big trade though, Piggy Bank. What size are you? How much size are you using? That's still a big trade for me. I mean, I did make 156 on what, 19 accounts. Could be very much Gopher. ES is at the lows. ES is at the lows. You got in at the London low. Wow, Takamura. You souped the low? That's a great play. I didn't even think about doing that. Didn't even think about that, taking that play. First IFEG is holding. You are correct. I don't know that it does, though. Does it hold? We do have an SMT here now. So actually, it probably doesn't. We probably push through and resweep this high or go higher. Probably. You have a bullish SMT here. This IFEG would fail. It's not a setup to me because this would be a failure. You could take it off the failure. I'm not going to. But with the SMT here with the ES, I think there's a pretty good probability that we sweep the 640s, maybe run into the 670s. I would think it would be reasonable. Good morning, John G. You missed it all. You missed it all. London opens 3 a.m. Eastern, bull bear. Tom, ES took the low. ES took this low, and Nasdaq did not. So if you just draw, I mean, just on the 1 minute, obviously on the 1 minute, it's not as strong, right, as maybe a higher time frame. But you can just see right there, ES took the low, Nasdaq did not. Simple. I don't love it on the lower time frame like that. I don't think that hold as much, but I'm just, pointing it out. It is there. You're trading one single account later on. I will do multiple trade copying. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Piggy Bank. I mean, nothing wrong with that at all. Gold's moving higher. All right. The pressure's off now, guys. We got our funded trade out of the way. We're just waiting now to see if something else presents itself. That's how you want it to be. Get the one trade out of the way and move on to the next. Nice volume there. Nice spike through the 28s. All right, Piggy Bank. Enjoy your breakfast, man. New York's probably cold there today. You guys got any snow up in New York today? It's actually mild here today. It's like 50 and raining. Anybody watch that Georgia-Texas game over the weekend? How about them dogs? Yeah. I actually went to it. I wasn't planning on it, but When you look and you see that ticket prices are less than $200 for the lower level day of, you jump on it. You jump on it. So hopefully Carson Beck's not too injured. We'll see. Everybody's like, oh, it's a UCL. He's out for the year. I'm like, dude, have you guys ever heard of a guy named Josh Allen who played with a torn UCL? Come on. It's possible. Depends on how serious it is, but Josh Allen literally had a torn UCL, like 2 seasons ago, and he played the rest of the year on it. I don't know, Tom. I wasn't a fan of how Stockton played, to be honest. He made a few plays, but he made some dumb plays too. Let's be honest. That interception to nobody, I mean, he threw it to nobody. There was not a receiver within 20 yards. Yeah, that is Josh Allen, Tom Brooks. True. Still. It's not like baseball where you got to, you're not throwing the ball 150 times a game. With football, yeah, the football's a little heavier, but you certainly can lower your reps down. Rest. He's got a month of rest now. You can let it repair a little bit. Well, Tom, a part of that has to do with we ran the ball, right? We were able to run the ball. I think that was the difference there. So, I think we win the game even if Beck plays the second half. Some people say otherwise, but I think that's nonsense to think that. Nonsense. But yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. A lot of fun. This will be kind of your break above the VWAP, and I'm not taking this, but you could. If you had kind of a candle close above the body of this 630, 550 candle. This candle here at 946, we'll see. So, yeah, we got a really favorable path. We're playing in New Orleans at 8:45 p.m. on New Year's Day. So, I'm thinking about going. I'll probably go, considering going. I am considering going. Close your eyes and send it. Yeah. I'm trying not. I'm trying not to. I want to be more disciplined this week. I don't want to be full sending the evals like I was last week and the week before. Probably sets a bad example. ASU, yeah, ASU looked good, Fish Lips. They really did. I watched every game, a lot of every game. Obviously I watched the Clemson game on the way back home. Clemson, SMU. I was pulling for Clemson, I'm not going to lie, because let's be honest, nobody wants to see Bama in the playoffs. Nobody wants to see Bama make the playoffs. Maybe a Bama fan, but nobody else. So, nobody else. Scat Tebow. You're thinking of hanging out with us. Let's go. Remember the attention to the bowling profile on the 45 minutes time frame. Interesting. Piggy bank. The bowling profile. I have no idea what that is. You got me there. You may have to help me out with that. Thanks, Lavi. Oh, come on. Let's go. Give us something. Good morning, DA. Knit trading. All right, there's the high 647s. I think that means now that we pushed through that, I'm pretty sure that was a protected high because we swept this high inside this fair value gap and we never made a new low. So that kind of tells us that this probably is going to push into the 74s there. So that's kind of one of those high resistant highs. Not a good target, but we did get through there. So I think a push back up into the 74s maybe makes sense. Maybe 80s. Maybe we sweep the overnight low again. 706. I don't know. We'll see. Volume profile. Oh, okay, I got you. ES never made it back to the VWAP here. Should be interesting if we crash down here. If we lose the VWAP, we'll see. Oh, I wonder if Husk is taking this play. Let me look. Looks like maybe a play he would take, kind of like off the 25s. Let me pull him up. Where's he at? Your piggy bank is empty. You had to be careful on a Monday. Nothing wrong with that. Are you taking this Husk? I don't think it's a bad play. All right, he said he's not taking it. We fill the opening range gap, possible move lower. Could be. This is normally what Husk takes. That's why I'm kind of surprised he's not taking it. He normally long once we get back above the 9, I think. And since the 9 is at the VWAP. There's also kind of a little trend line, little 1 minute trend line here too. We'll see. Yes, it's below the VWAP, which is a little scary here. I think you could take this high back out though, but I don't know. I would take it if I hadn't told you guys I was going to be more careful. If I hadn't said that. All right, boom, that would be your long trigger. Husk is in it. He said he wasn't taking it, and then he took it. Yeah, it looks like it's just a fake above. A fake out above. Watch it rip now. Whatever, relic. We're in a pretty tight range since open. I mean, like, it was some decent moving candles first thing, 65 points, but like since we're in a pretty tight range. We'll just see what happens. Lassie, what are you thinking? A short or a long here? It's kind of a tricky spot. I don't know. ES and Nasdaq are so out of sync here. So out of sync. It's tough to say. I mean, obviously we're above the VWAP, I'd say long, but maybe was short and got stopped out from long. Oh. A decision closed under 621. Might make sense. There is like a 30-second long here. I don't love it, but I think it's at least break even. All right, I'm going to try it. Break even will be right above that high there at 48. So to me, it's a higher probability of a break even trade. We'll see though. What happened here? Let me pull my stop down. Yep, ripped right down, back down as soon as I got in. ES kind of pulling back there as well, 93s. ES is very, very weak here, though, so yeah, we may just get stopped. Got us. We do have a 5-minute inversion that indicates the long. Yeah, but it's... I don't know. As soon as I got in, it just dumped. It is what it is. So down 190 on that account now. Eval. Green on the other ones. What's that, Phil Goes? Just, yeah. Kind of feels that way, Lavi. Maybe. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and take this. We'll kind of see what happens here. ES kind of looking weak, hanging out the lows. Let's see if the ES can retest that 88. Where's the ES overnight low? Yeah, so 88 is the overnight low. So you'd really want to see the ES kind of move towards that. I'm going to target the 82 down here. Let's kind of watch. I'm going to put my stop like right here. I'm going to move it down to break even probably. Let's see if we can go here. I want to see it run through the 12 here. If we hit these 12s, I want to see a little expansion maybe into the whole number. And then we'll see how it reacts to the whole number as to whether we take profit there or not. See if we can continue the lowers here. Oh, come on. I'll go back to break even if we get back below this low. I think I'll go break even there. Should not come back there if we get back below that low. What up, Philcos? Yeah, price not great so far. What up, Trader Oracle? How you doing? Yes, kind of pushing. I'm okay with losing on this trade if we do lose. Looks long, trading minutes. It could very well. I got my stop above a fair value gap there, so like if it kind of breaks above there, then like I said, I'm okay with losing on this. I could have went break even, but it's okay. I don't know what we were up there. 8 points. I mean, not really big at all. Yeah, still just kind of chopping right there near the lows. Again, back below here, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the stop in to break even. Let's see here. I don't love that. It looks like looks pretty bullish there, but we'll see if it gets above the VWAP. Make a decision. We need a flush. Small green after down, walking away. Nothing wrong with that, Francis. Nothing wrong with that. All right, now if we push back down and we get back below that wick, I'm going to put the stop in for sure and not move it at that point, because this is getting kind of a little snaky looking, a little seek and destroy looking here. I might actually just take this off here. Yeah, 7 points, John. That's what I took for my funded trade. I got 20 points on 2 accounts, but most of the accounts took 7. All right, now break even. And we just accept with whatever happens. We don't want to see it come back now. I'm going to make a decision. Going to make a decision there if we get to it as to whether we cover or not. All right, well, we're not going to get to it. I don't know. I still feel like this is bearish. You kind of have a little trend line break there as well on the 1 minute. Little setup there. But yeah, Lassie, that did look bullish. You're on your way for a $4,000 payout on Apex. Had $2,000 already in your account and blew the whole thing previous week. Oh, that sucks, Philcos. Already kind of creating a range here and chopping. ES and Nasdaq are out of sync big time. When they're out of sync like that, that typically means price action's not great. Never a good sign there. Yeah, Philcos, that's tough. It can happen to any of us, though. Yeah, VWAP. Yeah, that's why I was like, I had my stop up here thinking like, if it kind of popped the VWAP, I would just get out, but I mean, we could VWAP short it again, but I don't know. That sucks, Phil. Fish lips. Selling top edges, only buying bottom edges. Yeah, Mark, I think that makes sense, right? That's just playing the range. I mean, like, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because like inverses don't work that well when you're ranging. You trading it. You're buying the bottoms and selling. You're buying the tops and selling the bottoms on the inverses like that when you're playing the ranges. So, good morning, Jen. What up, Bassett? Oh, Idiobox, yeah. I'm going to try something here again. A little bit aggressive, but I'm going to go to break even at this low again at 1175. Little trend line break there. That leave equal lows there? Oh, it did. Did it push through? I think we left equal lows. So I'm going to give this a little room. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but that's what I'm going to do. Could have maybe just re-entered. Something like that. We'll see. Yeah. Lassie, I agree. It's going to be, you can already kind of see it, right? Dun, dun, dun. Use the Dow Jones to get up with the S&P 500, the US dollar. I use all those things. I just don't use the dollar. I used to use the dollar, but not anymore. Left equal lows there, so I'm going to go break even at the equal lows once it pushes through. I might add on a little push up here. Let's see. You don't use the dollar either. You've been using all credit card. I like it. I like it. Oracle. Let's see. Network mid style. Let's go. 25K evals. I like it. First point below is this is terrible. Yeah, it's pretty bad, Labby. I really kind of want to add here. Really want to add, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna be more conservative here. Wanted to add up here and then kind of cover one here at the equal lows, and then that way we make something off of it. Yeah, Bassett, this is tough. This is a tough price action. We already see it. It's a no news Monday. I mean, we're in a 70-point range, which is, you could just throw up in your mouth with a 70-point range, right? Yes, is at the lows here. So I do want us to run those equal lows now. What up, Candlelight? Yeah, swept the lows. We could get a little pump candle here. Let's see. I want to see the ES sweep the 88s, or at least test it. Yeah, Lavi, I see what you're saying. We'll see what we get. Push through the 612. I'm going to go to break even. There we go. There's the break even. Let's see if we can test the whole number or not. Just looking for a whole number test there. Not looking for the whole move. Might take it here. Probably should have taken it there. I'm going to wait, though. See if we can get the entire move. So. Stop loss at the swing high. I'm just going to take it there. Get myself back to break even on this account. And just kind of see what happens. I don't like that it's finding a little bit of support there. Could easily bounce back up, run this, and then it could easily do this since ES is already through the lows. Could easily run back up there and then kind of. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my 9-10 points there and be happy with it. Triple equal lows. Yeah, I think it was triple on my 30-second chart. That I don't think was that one. Yeah, that one wasn't quite equal, but on the 30-second, it definitely was triple, I think. Yeah. Thanks, Lassie. Yeah, thanks, Mark. I mean, like, I don't know. I just don't want to deal with it coming back up and stopping me out and me getting nothing. I mean, you see, like, right here, this is like engineered liquidity, right? This could easily pop through that. Could easily rip through that and then kind of go. And we're getting kind of that snaky price action, too. Philco's very low probability. You're not wrong. It's a day where if you're green, you should already be putting your accounts away. And if you're red, maybe keep it small red and just put the accounts away. You know? Just because, like, right at open, we had the best moves. And now, not so much. What are you blaming Methodical Man for? Methodical took some winners there, Mr. Husk. He took a winner. Husk said he's blaming me for his red day. What about large red? Yeah. I'd probably put that away too. All right, now it's retesting that trend line and kind of pushing back down. Not shocking, huh? I mean, it could go either way. You never know. Yeah, that sucks, Cover. I mean, I struggle with Topstep too. Oh, yeah. I need to go. I'm glad you said something about Topstep because I need to go in there and make sure that that I'm not getting billed for none of this. Now it's probably going to go after being a dirty girl. Apex practices are horrific. Yeah, we'll see. Ooh. Kind of pushing back up there. ES pushing down to the 88s. We might get a rip higher once the ES touches that 88. In a nutshell, Cobb, we're looking for inverses. So the trade of the day was the 30-second inverse after the sweep of the London low at open. I'll show you to you in a second. Once I take that trade, I'm kind of done for the day with my fundeds, win or lose. And so we took that trade, and then I kind of switch over to kind of what I call I think trades sometimes. I'm trying less and less to take those because I think they get me in trouble sometimes, right? So that's what you just saw me take there, kind of an I think trade. And we took an I think trade earlier, and I think it lost. So those are the reasons. So let's see, ES approaching the London low there, which is nice. All right, you just swept the London low. This could be a spot where we bounce. Let's see how I think we could bounce here. Let's see. $5.98 last bull line. I kind of think we bounce here. Oh, ES. Breaking below 88 there. Ran the London low. Let's kind of see what happens. This is going to be a failed breakdown area. I'm going to take a shot here, guys. I'm a little late, but that's all right. And I'm going to go break even up here at like 617 area. Oh, because we got to break that 1 minute trend in order for this trade to work. Break even there. We need to break the 1 minute trend here. Run this low resistance liquidity, the engineered liquidity that we built up here. Let's see if this rips here. See if it holds that trend line now. We overshot it. Come on. It overshot the trend. Dirty girl, dirty girl. It's probably going to go here. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken my 10 points, 8, 9 points there. I still think it goes. Yeah, fish lips. I tend to agree. I got into that trade a little late. I should have took that off the whole number there. Would have been a clean trade. We could have put the pennies in there, piggy bank. We could have put the pennies in there. I mean, it didn't run all of that. It didn't run hardly any of that. Did it leave equal highs? Nope. Rejected off the 50 there. 616 Filcos. Consolidation. Winner. Yes, it could be. All right, this is a cheap long here. Again. Oh, do I take it? I think it rips here. I'll wait. Again, what do we say in the front of that? We said, I think. There was no setup. We just said, I think. I do think it rips. I mean, back above 18, we're going to test the VWAP for sure pretty fast, in my opinion. But let's see. That's what I'm thinking, fish lips. Nice little failed breakdown here of the 88 area there on the ES. If it can hold and retest the 97, that's kind of what we're looking for. That's true, Fred. I think trade strategy. That's right. On sale, $199. $199 on sale. Initial balance, yeah, not quite set yet. We got 9 more minutes. I don't love the, I mean, I like the short initial balance side better than the long, but just because we still have that nice wick down there at 573 on the short side, but we'll see. We'll probably take the IB play if it shows it to us. Exactly, winner circle. Trend line strategy, $199. Pick it up. Oh. It's kind of decision time here. I think if we get above 615, we run into the 630 fairly quickly. Then maybe the 650s. But hold the trend line, we move back down. It's 50-50. We'll see. Spy gap down. The play is bullish. I mean, I tend to agree to some degree. I'm coming in today with open mind, so an open mind. What up, Lord Harry Sachs? Touche. Oh. Oh, rejecting the trend line there. I mean, really, it is kind of just holding this 1 minute trend line right here now. I'm waiting for that boner candle to rip through there. I don't know when it'll happen. Let's see. Are we in the? We're not in the. Maybe the 10 a.m. reversal. Maybe we just. Or not 10 a.m. We're going to get that boner candle up that way eventually. Now, this could happen, guys. We could sweep one of these lows down here. Maybe get a little SMT here. And we could get a 1 minute inverse off that. I don't know if it's not formed yet, obviously, right? It's not formed yet, but it's possible. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Six-minute higher low of the day will be in. You think so? I mean, this isn't horrible. It's not very obvious. But one thing I will say about it is bottom of the range, right? Bottom of the range, you got engineered liquidity above. It's high resistance now, but once we break through it, that kind of turns into low resistance. I wouldn't hate it if we got a nice candle back through there. If we pair it with an SMT or something like that. It's got a clear break-even spot, you know, there. That would be your clear break-even. You could be a little more aggressive and put it up there. It's up to you. Cobb, I have no idea. I've got like 26 funded accounts. So 20 of those are 25Ks. You can do the math on it. I never thought about it. I don't think about it in that sense. I don't think about it in that sense. I know some people put 1 million in funded, but I don't do that. He's been in a slump. Alpine. The opening range not working for Alpine lately. Their D. Opening range trade. Yeah, it does look like it's going for the lows. ES is already at the lows there. That's a scary thing. Initial balance is not set either. So right now we do have a SMT. We'll see if it holds. You'd need to see like a V shape back through this in order for it to be something I would take. And the market doesn't look anything like V-shaped right now. All right, running the lows there. 73 on deck. What's the next? Yes, pushing down here. 81 is going to be support next level. There's the sweep to 73. $25 penny pass. Let's go, Fred. Finally. Nice job. 487 equal lows. I do remember we had equal lows from a few days ago. We did have some equal lows a few days ago. I do recall that. I have some goal or some targets marked out down lower. That was a clean target there. This now becomes a protected low. So without us making a new high, this will be a protected low now. This is like an interesting spot. 486. I thought there were some equal lows down here, down near this area. Is this it? 424s? Good bounce area down there, to be honest with you, at the 530s potential. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Philco's moving down, moving down. Finally getting some movement. All right, this is a good returns. This is a good hold up spot here. Mancini said 81's our first support level. See kind of what happens in this area. If 81 sells, if 81 fails, we sell down to 68 per Mancini. Let's see what happens. Nice job, Cobra. Let's go. We'll take it. $2. I think a good bounce area down here, 29. But if we get a V-shaped out of this, I will take the V-shaped long. I think this is a good spot for like a little, if you wanted to take a little cheap long, you could do it here. Some kind of watch here. I want to see a strong candle through here. You're liking 1650 for a target? Maybe. Yeah, it could be powder keg, right? ES needs to reclaim the 97 in order for us to really continue up. But like I said, I think a good spot here to take like a long. This is a good spot for it. So I'm in here. I'm going to target up here. Stop's going to be break even at 580. So this is stop to break even. We're at a key level on the ES. I don't know what's going to happen at this imbalance. I could just take profit there. It is a little over 10 points, but I'm not going to. So just going to hold here for the 80, and we'll move stop to break even, see if we can't get some sort of push back up towards the 605s. Let's see if we get this back to break even here. If we can just get to the 80. $5.90 stop. Leaving relative equal highs there. Trying to be patient here, see if this thing will work. Let's see what we get. Again, break even really up there at the 80. You're really, mechanically, you would go break even at 77 now. So, all right, Labby. And technically, this is the first fair value gap after, you know, a pretty big sell-off. Not big, but, I mean, you know, 65 points. Sometimes the first one doesn't work. But I did like the look at that. We may have to get one more manipulation before we get one that works. Mark, we have a 1 minute inverse there. So we have good momentum back through this 1 minute inversion gap here. So that's the reason we're taking this trade. It froze, you could have made 600 instead of collapse and made 100. Could have been worse though, Vince. It sucks for that to happen, but you could have been red, right? That's the only thing. Look at the positives. You could have ended up red. You never know. Also, the ES is at a key area, the 81s. So that's the bull bear line there for the ES. Bulls have to hold that line in order to continue up. It could sneak below it and then, you know, one more time and then go. We'll see. I don't have a stop loss yet, Cobb. The stop loss is a close below right there. We close below that, then I'll put my stop, then I'll close out the trade. So we want to see if a candle closes below that, we'll take it off. 577 will be my break even if we push back up. So we'll see what happens here. All right, there's the close below. So I'm going to put my stop in. And if it sweeps my stop, then we're just out. And there we go, we're out. And again, it's the first gap after the thing. Now, like, I could have taken, I mean, I was up, you know, 8 points, 9 points, whatever it was, 8 points there. We could have moved our stop to break even. You know, we did leave relative equal highs up here. But, I don't know, I was okay with it. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. You're down 200 on all four funders, third date of losing. Yeah, that's what happens. It's what happens, Yoma. So I like getting to the these Getting those funded trades done quickly. Do we take a breakout of IBL? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you went short there, Lassie? Might try this just with like a tight stop, see what happens. I don't love the short. We do have an SMT here with the ES on the 1 minute, but we'll see. Just giving it a shot because this is a relatively cheap shot at this trade. Still like longs, but I do think the test of the 30 could be reasonable. All right, up 5 there, so I'm going to go break even. I'm going to target. I'm going to take it there. Had a sneeze. Woof. My longest losing streak, Cobb, like on a day or per trades? Like on trades, probably 6 or 7. Oh. But yeah, like if you're talking about days in a row, I don't know, man. Probably 2 or 3 days in a row, something like that. We're down 190 on this account now. I feel all right about it. Looks like 486 on deck here. That's a really good target. Is this a data wick? Oh, man, I didn't even see that. Guys, there's a data low down here at 440. Oh, man, that's almost certainly the draw at this point. We're inside 100 points of it. This is a data low. I didn't even realize that. Anybody else see that? Nobody told me that. Come on, guys. That's a data low. I should have held for that. Thank you, Fred. I do think we're bearish now. I think this data low is we're within reach now. Inside 100 points. That's probably the draw. I did not notice that. So that's interesting. I would look for a short setup and maybe hold to the data low, but man, that might be hard to do because like this could manipulate all over the place. Maybe an initial balance retest here. Yeah, Jamie, exactly. Do we retest the 550s? I might take it off the initial balance low here and target the data low. What kind of win would that be? Just $3,000 or $2,000. I don't quite know. I don't know on this account if there's a consistency rule. I have no idea. There's your initial balance retest. ES reclaiming the 81 as well. I'm going to give this about 10 points of run. Just kind of like what I normally would do. So we'll watch it at like the 55, 60 area. We'll just eat our loss. Data low is just a really good draw liquidity mark. It's just a wick that's been left by a previous news event. Florian Holm, ex-billionaire, and had one of the biggest hedge funds in the world. You don't want to be born rich. Yeah, Cobb, it's just a data news wick. We have relative equal highs here. I mean, this is a 1 minute long trigger for me. Right there would be a long trigger. We have relative equal highs at the 76. I'm going to go ahead and exit this, and we'll look and see if we get another spot. I don't know what it is, Fred. I'm not sure. I think it's just a starter, but I'm not sure. What up, Wayne? How you doing? This is too late to. Is this too late to get into? I'm in ultra late there, almost 10 points higher than I should be. I should have. I may add on a pullback here. We'll see. I'm in way late, which is kind of annoying, but was in short, so. Nah, no news today, Philcos. Yeah, I probably should have waited for the pullback, Cobb. Oh, nice job, Lassie. I'm going to go ahead and do we have a Buley account pulled up over here anywhere? I don't. Let's see. 50,000. Pass the Buley. Need to flip one more day. Let's go, Clarity. I'm going to switch over to my Buley. I'm going to retry this on the Bulenox. I'm going to add if we can break through here, we'll add bigger size and scale. just one of these spots where like I want to be on a bigger account. I want to be on the Bulenox so I can take. I don't have to worry about a daily loss limit. If we blow this, we blow it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, trading in some kind of thing in the short too, but I don't really know. I'm going to target that 440 area. That's, you know. And I'm going to add one more on a close below this level here. Let's see. Good morning, Live Prop Firm. Trading, how you doing? Previous day low, yeah. Yes, moving lower here. Move this down a little bit. All right. That's my break even technically. Not where it's at currently, obviously. So instead of just, oh, we got some pump and dump candles. Yeah, this looks nice. We're gonna go for a little hundy point move here. See if we can hold this down to the 440s. I don't know. It's kind of water. It's kind of like stair stepping down. We'll see what happens. It might be a bit on the aggressive side, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens there, Philcos. It would be nice if the macro takes us down 100 points in 20 minutes, but I don't know that it will. We'll see what happens. We'll see kind of what happens there. I mean, the safest spot for my stop is going to be up here at 576, but that's 30 points above where I'm currently at. 46 point stop. See if we can't get this pushed down. Let's see. Oh, man, this is actually a end of day account. I just noticed that. So that's good for this, but it's It does have a daily loss limit. I mentioned it doesn't have a daily loss limit. It actually does. $1,100. I just realized that. Yes, hanging out there at 74. Next level down 68. It's good in the sense that it could push down, push back up. It doesn't cost us our drawdown, so it's good there. Look alive. Try it. I might exit and re-enter if it does, kind of a crazy institutional candle up or something. So obviously I don't want that. I'd prefer it just to move down here, but what you prefer and what happens, it's not always the same. All right, here we go. Let's see some movement here. Elevator, elevator, where are you, elevator? You look the second week of December Monday and it's finished up 5 out of the 7 years. Nice. Come on now, let's rip her lower. Testing the whole number here at the 500s. Pivot point there at the 97, 497. Loaded the boat. Let's go. I wish I would have loaded the boat on the fundeds there, noticing this wick. Obviously, we could still take funded trades, but it's no point in it. Probably some people are short from way up here. Retesting the 9 there. We're just going to ride the 9 the whole way down or what? I need to look and see where that data wick is on the ES as well. 688 was tested overnight, making it a clear number 2. Caved on the second test. 64 to 68 are the next down. 64 to 68 are the next down. 88 must reclaim to rally. Yeah, I need to look and see where the data wick is on the ES there. Let me look and see. Let's see here. Oof. ES has already ran the data wick, guys. Right? Yeah, this is ES has already ran the data wick. I don't really like to look for SMTs off the data wicks, but that is a little scary. I don't know. I guess we'll see how we react once ES reaches the 64 to 68 area. We'll see how we react there. Maybe I cover there and then we just look for a re-entry at some point. It's data from Friday, December the 6th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern COD. It's definitely short still trading minutes, but it just changes my thinking as to whether we actually make it down there. We're going to need to get below the 480s for me to believe that, for me to have extreme confidence that we make it down there. If we get below 480, I think that we probably move pretty quickly into the 40 level. But I think we're going to run into some resistance in that 80 area, 85, 90. Or support, not resistance. A little support there. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. If you want to help support the channel, please use my links and my codes. We do appreciate it. Not a whole lot of great sales going on right now, but if you need to pick up an account, we appreciate the support. Bulenox. Oh, what's this? Okay, we have an option 125K Bulenox account. What is that? Let me try that code and see what it is. I'm curious as to what that is. So you can get an option 125K for $21 right now. I don't know how much that is off. But you can get an option 125K for $21. Let me see. 21 divided by 145. So that's 85% off. So use the code MM. We'll go see what code I want to make that. For the 25K on Bulenox, you get 85% off with code. Well, let me take the other code off. Let me take the other one off. MM2. MM3. We'll make it MM1 on that. So 85% off the 25K option 1 on Bulenox. Comes out to be 20 bucks. So if you want to pick up an account, that's going to be the cheapest one up front right now. Use code MM1. Your green 229. Let's go, Coveper. Nice job. The activation fee 143 lifetime Steam on the 25K. So 85% off 25K. That's basically the best deal you're going to get. It's only today, guys. Best deal you're getting right now. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we look to take profit down here in the 90s, or should we hold for the 440s? Should we hold for the hoorah? I don't know. For the big 100-point move. Should we try to hold for it? What do you think? Because you know price is not just gonna, it's not just gonna be this, you know. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be this. Your theory, previous day low gets taken out. Lunch macro, NQ reverses. Could be field. Yeah. Steam thinks it's overextended. What's previous day low anyway? Let me see. Is that this wick? Yeah, that is this. Let's see. December the 8th. You had a dream on Saturday I was fighting a real bear. Oh. Pushing back up. $423. Yeah. No, I'm doing 40 times. I didn't really have a stop, Bob, but it is 40 ticks typically. Oh, okay, wrong chat. All right, I was gonna say, I was like, it's typically at least 40 ticks. You're fighting your father in your dreams. Uh-oh. I'm gonna put my stop up here. I don't know, man. This level's been holding pretty strong. I would like to add here. I'd like to get another $400. Another $800 to pass this eval. Curious what fraud have said to me. What he said to you. Yeah, trading minutes. I mean, I took a long earlier too. That was what my trade was. My winning trade. Long, 30-second long at open there. There we go. Let's see what happens here at the 90s. See if we can get through there strong. Well, maybe we do just go directly to the 40. Your friend went camping on the market and he was attacked by a bear and it stole his lunch, had a couple of scratches. Yeah. 486 50-minute time frame equal lows has two options: continue trending down or consolidate. So 486 is the 15 equal lows, Lavi. Well, ES is approaching the 68 as well. That's what I was saying. Like, once ES gets into that 64, 68 range, it kind of gives me a little nervousness there as far as it continuing lower. I mean, I do think below 480s to 440s is a great target. So, what up, Fat Citizen? Yeah, there's rollover. That's true. So, ES is at the 68 almost. I mean, I think below 680, we get a quick run into the 40. I really do. Maybe not quick, but, you know, I did have a good weekend, Fat Citizen. Hope you did too. We are actually short from 440, so 447 is our entry short, even though it shows 430 because we did add. When in drawdown, do not pay upon or martingale micros into the E-mini contracts. Even though generally you don't want the wicks to be longer than the previous, but in this situation, yeah. You move stop. Well, trading minutes, this is break even. This is break even. Even though I know that it says my average entry is here, but that's actually break even. I mean, I get what you're saying. I could reasonably move it to here. You would think that price doesn't come back to that area, but I'm trying to be, this is an eval, so I'm trying to be a little more patient. I do think if we get below the 80, if we get below 80 here, I think a reasonable push down near into the 40 area is going to be pretty quick, I would think. So let's see what happens here. The data wick down there at the 440, so that's our target. So let's see what happens here. Could have certainly had a better entry on the short had we noticed that data wick down there sooner. I really didn't remember it. There's a data wick down there at 440 if you didn't know. That's our target. ES has already ran the data wick, but I still think Nasdaq runs it too. So below 480 here, I want to see a pretty big elevator. I want to see a decent elevator below 480. A little bit of an elevator here. Let's see if we get it. Because we're in that void area, so you'd think we move through that decently quick. Yeah, Levy, I agree. Phil Coach, the stop is at break even. That is break even. All right, let's see if this thing wicks on down here and gets us to 40 level. Pay the trader. That's what we're hoping for. I like it too, Trading Mints. I wish I would have taken it on funded, but it's so hard to do. Holding up here in the 70. ES tapping the 68 there. Going to have to test that 64 to give us what we need. You're doing Gayusa? Yoma, we're up 160 across all the fundeds. And then 400 and 800 on the other two. So 19 times 160. And this account's up $1,800 right now that we're trading. We are down 800 on another eval because we were trying to get this, but got a better entry on this one. We tried, Philcos. We tried. This is where it might get a little sketchy for me, where we get some bounces. But I do think one push through will get us there. A mild 160. Yeah. Yeah, I just stopped at one trade, Yoma. We took one trade. That's it. You know the rules, brother. You know the rules. I might... In order to pass this is not going to pass it. I think we need another $500 to pass it. So I might average into this trade with 5 minis here and take 20 ticks. Just on the 20 ticks. Yeah, no, I didn't do the 20 today, Yoma, on all of them. I took it off. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. No, it won't let me. Oh, that's right. You can only do 2. Yeah, I can't do that on this one. I forgot about that. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Yoma, I took what I could. All right, let's see. Can we get the 440 for the 100-point 1 mini trade? Yeah, it did, Yoma. It did. Let's go. Let's go for the 100-point trade. Can we get the 100-point banger? Well, actually, 107 points, actually, guys, technically. 107 points, actually, if we hit 440. Give me the data wick. Give me the data wick. It's the data wick, data wick, data wick, data wick, data wick. No, I'm short from 547, Yoma. That's my entry. I added. Yeah. Oh, come on. So close. Come on. Let's go. Push it down. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go. Let's go. If only it was on a funded account, right? I wanted to add one more to, I wanted to add on that to get $2,436 on that one trade. So, pretty good, pretty good. So, we'll take it. Yeah, that's my biggest trade. 107 points on stream. That's the biggest trade. Thank you, Predator. That was a great trade. Yeah, Tech T is tough. We need to one day be able to do that, right? On micros, we probably could, but thanks, John. So 107 points there. Now, what do you think about the long? What are you talking about over there, Yoma? I do think a long out of this area probably makes a lot of sense now. Thanks, Luke. Dennis, Mark. All right, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, you had plenty of time to get that short. Let's go, loot. Yeah, Yoma's asking what's the best way to kind of, you know, get out of a little slump there or whatever. You got to create those rules and follow them. Yoma, like one trade per day on the fundeds. Like I said, stick with your RR. If you're taking, you're basically answering your own question there. You're saying you're taking lower quality setups. Only take the best setups. So, I mean, that's going to be what you need to do there. Just take the best setups. I'm not taking this, guys. Now, why would you not take this? Yeah, just only take the best setups. That's going to, you know, maybe take a 10-point winner instead of a 20-point winner to get yourself a little confidence. I'm not taking this because this is the first gap after a pretty big dump. So I'm going to wait. This probably still works, but I don't think I'm going to take it. You couldn't take any of it, you're just working, just listening? Oh, that sucks. Up 374, looking for one long trade before I'm done. So this will be your trigger, and your break-even point will be 480. But this is the first fair value gap after a big dump. I mean, we just had a nice, you know, 100-point dump there. Kind of the similar long that I took over here. Very similar long. This does have a better break-even spot, but I wouldn't take this just because it's the first one after a big dump. And someone mentioned that the previous day low is what, at 420s? So maybe the previous day low is still the draw. Yeah, down here. Yeah, 424. Yeah, so maybe that's actually still the draw. So I wouldn't take this. I'd pass on this one, but you could take it. Sometimes you have to ask yourself if I'm there to take trades, or am I there to look for a trade? Yeah, exactly. Appreciate you, Lavi. There was 3 short entries, 526, 520, and then 478. Nice. So again, this could be the draw on liquidity. Probably is the draw. You might need one more manipulation leg. If we get, we do have, there is an SMT here as well. ES is, swap some, what did it sweep? Let me get the bigger time frame up. Yeah, I mean, ES has already swept the previous day low. You got the next kind of draw down there on the ES all the way down at 47 potentially. So if the ES loses 64, then I think 47 is probably next up. But I kind of think we're probably going to hold this zone, but we'll see. Again, this long I'm not taking just because of a huge dump. I want to see one more manipulation leg lower. Or if we hold, if it did something like this, you know, if we did get something like that, we would take it, but you could maybe take this and have your stop. You would have a short stop here if you create this little 1 minute OB, but it's technically not valid. All right, that would be your break-even spot right there in scale. So 7.5 points up, go break even. And again, I'm not taking it just because it's the first opportunity after a big dump. But it's completely reasonable for us to push back up, you know, maybe into this area. 503s. I mean, that's already 10 points. Probably should have at least scaled there. Maybe a V-shaped daily profile. Yeah, I mean, could be. I don't know, Loot. Could be. I'm pretty happy with the trade so far today, trading. I mean, like, we could have done better, but at the same time, you can't. You're not going to get the entire move. You have to be happy with your green. You got to be happy with the green that you get. Again, guys, Bulenox 25K account is 85% off. It's $20. Just $20. Should I do this Apex? Do you guys think I should do the Apex beta testing for this new platform, for the X platform? I can get 3 free accounts, I guess, up to 3 free evals if I do it. What do you guys think? Should I do it? I mean, it's something I could just trade on the side and take higher, maybe higher leverage trades. Yeah, it's a beta tester for their new platform. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing it. Oh, you're doing it, Predator? You checked it out. It was horrible. Not worth it, says Lassie. You can't because you're for consistency rules. Oh, that's crazy, Steam. What do you mean consistency rules? Because if you're in the red, you're saying that you can't take another trade? I don't understand. If you're in the red, the consistency rule doesn't apply. Unless you're talking about the drawdown rule. Oh, you couldn't stand it, John? I'm a master beta. I got you, Trev. I got you. Oh. You do it. Oh. Of course, I didn't. As soon as I didn't take this, you guys knew this was going to bang, right? As soon as I didn't take it, you knew it was going to bang. No, Bull Bear, it's Apex. It's invite only. You get wealth charts. You beta test it. And they give you 3 free eval accounts for being a beta tester. But it's by invite only. You was down 500 in a drawdown from previous weeks, so can only make 300 a day for consistency. On what, Steam? Oh, I get what you're saying. You're overall still in the red, but you're green today. Okay, I get what you're saying, Steam. Makes sense. I got it. I got it, Steam. Bull Bear is just the first one after. Normally I would take it. I hated the close here. I like that was a full candle with no wick. But I didn't love the close. Now, I did like the fact that it had a really clear break-even spot, right? So, really clear break-even. So this thing certainly could push up more than this. The only reason that I have this marked out is because we kind of have this area where we bounced at a couple times. So little support area. Maybe that turns into resistance. There's also an imbalance here. We don't really know what's going to happen at this imbalance. We have no idea, right? Does it push through? Does it not? That sort of thing. You got the whole number. It's a pretty decent spot where maybe you turn back down. So, kind of see what happens. Here comes the 50 EMA. You got the 21 and the 9 crossing. The 9 crossing the 21 right now. Oh, I don't know about that, Yoma. Should have bounced back now. Maybe. No, you get 3 free evals, I think, after the beta testing is done, is what they're saying. You told us to go long, Winter Circle, did you? Does Bulenox have static drawdown? They don't, Unhell. Or they have a end of day drawdown, which is this account. So this account has a daily loss limit of $1,100. And it's an end of day like Topstep. But they don't have a static. So yeah, we'll kind of see what happens here. If we continue to push up here, we'll start looking for maybe a long. Let me see. I think the ES needs to retest that 81 level and probably puts us in that 550 initial balance low level again. Let's just fib the entire range for today so far. Yeah, so you can see initial balance sitting at 50% of the entire range. So 550, a good target. Maybe 570. You got relative equal highs. Well, they're not even relative, really. Maybe something like that. 577 possible. Nice little pushback up here. End of the day, but is that not following you if you on the trade? No. Intraday trailing follows you, your drawdown on the trade on hill. So intraday trailing drawdown follows you with unrealized profit. This calculates your profit at the end of the day. It calculates your drawdown at the end of the day. So if you're up 1,000 at the end of the day, then your drawdown moves up 1,000 with you. But unrealized doesn't count against you. Did I get chopped up near our opening bell? No, I took one trade, one winning trade there, 8 points, winner circle. So I took one trade. This is what we took on the Tradeify and the Tick Tick. We're up 800 and 400. Yeah, scaling in and out of trades is a good idea if you have the ability to do that. So you got to be trading. You can't be trading minis probably and scaling in and out. You're going to have to be on micros. So if you're on 10 micros and we hit the internal or 10 points, I think you take off half and then you let the other 5 run. I think that's completely reasonable. But with a mini, it's very, very, I mean, you really can't do that. So Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So if you use 5 mics and you take 3 off at the internal, still you have to think of it in terms of profit is profit, right? You've taken 3 off at 10 or 20 points, and then you let the other 2 run. If it runs 100 points, I mean, you still make $400. It just, you know, it adds up over time. So 100K at least for mini scaling, 1 starter, 2 ads. Yeah, you could do that. I'm not Coper. I mean, I would kind of see what happens up here at the initial balance low, the 550 area. Like this would be an area where you could kind of still look for another short, but do we really think it's going to come back down here? I don't know. Coper, I mean, right now I'd be looking for, I mean, I think you're still in the long zone until you get back to 550 area. So if you get, if we got another setup here or something, maybe like this, then you would look for, maybe a long out of that. But I don't really think we're going to get that until, I mean, like, I think you just you need to see what happens up here. If you're not already long, you need to see what happens up here, right? Also, look at the time of day. I mean, we got the London close coming up in 2 minutes. Honestly, if you're green, I don't even know that I'd be looking for any more trades. Just being honest there. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Fish lips, that's what I was looking at. Kind of initial balance low there at 545. If you're looking for it to move up to OTE, you got these equal highs at 577, possibly touch a VWAP. But until then, I wouldn't be looking for shorts. And I really am not looking for longs unless we get some sort of pullback that tests this down here. A higher low, a retest of maybe the 68 there on the ES, something like that. 604 for a V-shaped. Yeah, I mean, that would make a lot of sense. It's time to fill the gap down before lunchtime. Yeah, that's what we're doing, Winter Circle. We trade what we see. To be precise, the London close happened just to be precise, like completely close. Oh, okay. Is it? Okay, I've always thought it was 11:30. Is it 12? Or is 11:30 like the close and then it actually closes at noon like the way US does? New York. Winter Circle. Oh. There is a 30-second long here, potentially. It's not delivering from anything. It didn't really sweep any liquidity. But if you're looking for a long, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it at all. But I wouldn't take it. But you could. You do you. You do you over there. Not that I don't think it can go back up. It certainly can. It can continue up. I mean, we already talked about it. It can continue up. We just don't know. All right, Yoma, appreciate you. Long about 520 if it holds. I mean, you could. I mean, I don't hate it. Like I said, it's just one of those things. So, only New York. Gotcha, Yoma. Also, ES is already approaching the initial balance low there. It's only 2 points off. So I keep that in mind. keep that in mind. Should get a little pushback up here. We got the pullback into the 490s there. I actually didn't even notice we were at the whole number. I might have would have taken that if I noticed that, but still. Sometimes use the DAX together with the S&P and the Nasdaq. Yeah, I just use the S&P and the Nasdaq. I don't know. I think that's what works best for me. Once I start including the dollar and YM and all these other stuff, it just is too much for me to watch. I'm a little bit of an idiot, so, you know. All right, maybe a lot of an idiot. Gosh, guys, I said a little bit, and you got to give me shit for it. You got to just give me shit for it? I see how it is. You're like, you're a huge idiot. All right, fine, guys, fine. I'll accept it. I'll accept it. Checking in on Nutty over here. How's he doing? Keep it simple. That's what I'm doing, Tech T. Predator. Oh, it looks like Nutty did take a short. He got stopped at break even. Where was he holding for? Huh. Interesting. Could form inverse head and shoulders. Yeah. One of your favorite idiots. Let's go, Bull Bear. You the man. Simple as best, right, Predator? Oh, let's go. W. Bachman, welcome to the Methodical crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. 6088 is initial balance for today. Is it? I mean, I have the initial balance set up on ES2, but it might be acting wonky. Let me see. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're looking at initial balance from. Mine is 608050. 608050. Now I'm using the first hour from 9:30 to 10:30. So I don't know where you got 8875. Are you looking at 30 minutes maybe? I don't know. What time frame do you use for yours? You're using 15 minutes or what? Everybody does it, you know, people do it differently, so. Let's see. $60.80. Yeah, that's what I have it at, John G. Oh, you're looking at the 5 minute. I got you. Yeah, a lot of people do it differently. I do the 1 hour. But I see reactions from all of them, honestly. The 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, the 1 hour, they all have reactions. And they're all tradable, right? It just depends on which one you like the best. So kind of grinding here. We kind of just got up to this level and we're just idiot boxing now. Are we going to break out for another leg higher that feels like what we're doing here? A little consolidation for a little breakout for one more leg higher. And then from there, I don't really know. It's kind of, you know, a little bit of a trend there, a little kind of tapping that 1 minute trend line there up there. You look at a time frame a little bit like money. You can afford 1 to 2 minute candles. I can't afford 30-minute candles. Makes sense, Trev. That is probably a good thought process. In that case, I can afford 5 or 10-second candles. If that's the case, Trev. Use 15-second Cover. Let's go. Mancini just tweeted. He says, Bulls held right where they had to, as discussed at length here in the newsletter. 64 to 68 backtest for the December 3rd breakout is support of a 3-day megaphone. Coming into 6081 target zone. Lock in gains now. Leave runner all day. He's thinking the bottom is in, by the way. If we do re-break the 64 to 68, we sell to 48. So kind of what we were talking about earlier. I mean, I draw these levels out pre-market. I give these levels out pre-market from Mancini's newsletter. So you can see this is the bull bear. The original bull bear line was 81. Your next zone down is 64 to 68. This is kind of what had me scared because we pushed down to here once we got near the 40 and we bounced. And then that gave us the push into the 40. So I marked these zones out pre-market here. You know, we got to reclaim 88 to continue higher. But that's why I like using these levels. I pair them with the Nasdaq. It works well. So if you're not using those levels, I mean, it's something I do suggest. It helps me. It helps me at least. Usually hold a trade 40 seconds, depending upon, sometimes longer. I'm with you there, Piggy Banks. Not usually that long. 30-second long. How is a signal different for a 30-second handle than a 1 minute? I'll show you. I love music. So right here is a 1 minute long, right? We have a singular fair value gap. So there's only one gap right there. Just see one, right? Now let's swap to the 30-second chart. Let's swap to the 30-second chart here. Okay, same spot. How many gaps do we see on the 30-second chart? Well, we got one here, and then we got one here. Okay, so you have to take into account both gaps. Well, would I rather take this trade off the 30-second chart or the 1 minute chart? Well, I'd rather use the 1 minute chart because we've only got a singular gap. So the same thing happens in theory. The same thing happens in theory when you don't have a gap, right? So the trade that I took this morning right here, we swept the London low. We have a V-shaped reversal on the 30-second chart here. So right here, I'm going to mark the gap out on the 30-second chart, right? See it? So that's your 30-second long entry. Now let's switch back to the 1 minute. Switch back to the 1 minute and go to the same zone. Is there a fair value gap on the 1 minute? There's not. You see, so that's why I say, like, if I'm only looking at the 1 minute, there's no trade here. But if I switch over to the 30-second chart, there's a nice A setup there on the 30-second chart. So where you might not see a setup on one chart, you'll see a setup on another. And that's why I have, you know, the 1 minute, the 30-second, the 2 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, all pulled up. So that's the difference there. And that's why you should be looking at all time frames. Otherwise, you're going to miss trades. So, Megaphone, aka Search and Destroy. Yeah. You don't hold trades longer 24. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, Piggy Bank. You don't have to. You know, a guy who trades 300K Apex, but he only goes for 4 ticks. Holy cow. But if he misses those 4 ticks, he's in trouble. I appreciate you, Lassie. See you next time. That's insane. Used to use 30-second chart as your time frame entry, but when I first started trading futures and after experience, I changed my time frame lower. Yeah, everybody does it differently. Yeah, no worries. I love music. But that's the reason why. There may not be a setup on the 1 minute and there's actually one on the 30-second. Or there might be a worse setup on the 30-second and a better one on the 1 minute, or vice versa. You don't know. Potential 1 minute long here. We did close above on the 1 minute. There. We did not close above on the 30-second on this external gap. I mean, this is, I don't know. It's not a great setup, to be honest. So we'll see what we can get here. Oh. Ugh. What is this right here? Why do I have this marked? Why does it say 285? Anybody know? What is that? I don't know what that number is there. Did I put that there? What is that? EMA, opening range, pivot point. I have no clue why that says 285. I don't know what that is. I have no clue. But again, if you're looking for a long setup, this is what you want. You want this to push down, retest this area, kind of sweep this low, right? Because if you sweep this low, if you can sweep that, that would be decent. So if you can kind of get this pullback, sweep that, hold that gap, and then look for something else out of that to kind of continue higher. But that being said, you know, it's already after 11 a.m. We've had a couple of really, really good banger trades today. We took a 107-point winner. So is there any reason for us to even take this trade if it did trigger? Probably not. And you probably shouldn't either. If you're green, you shouldn't really even be looking for a trade here. So let's see kind of what we get here. You got the 9 crossing over the 21 again. Again, I don't really use the EMAs, but it is kind of nice to watch the EMAs and see what they're doing. I don't really use them for entry or exits unless I'm just extreme scalping for 5 points or something. But and again, this has to have some momentum back into this area. If it just kind of just grinds to it, it's not really going to give you an entry. Tradeovate's having issue. I don't know. Anybody using Tradeovate today? Nice green day. Let's go, Clarity. That's what you got to do. Walk away when it's green. Nothing wrong with that. I'm probably going to do that myself. Not probably. Nothing probably about it. I will. What do we got here? Let's see how many people posted that data low down there. Let's see how many posted a trade towards that. How many people? What a recovery. Yeah, pretty nice recovery. When I know, Tom, I kind of thought we were going for the data wick. This right here, the retest, once I saw it here, this would have been my long trigger. You see how this kind of failed? We had equal highs here and this kind of failed. So I got short there. Once we were about to move back below, I noticed the data wick somewhere in this area and then decided to take the short. But The confidence that we were actually going to go to the data wick came once we broke 80. It broke into the 80s here. Once we broke here, then I knew that we should move relatively quickly to that data wick. But, you know, it took me a minute to even recognize it was there. You've not looked at the 1 minute chart in the last 3 years? Tom says he's using Trade of 8 and it's all good. So, yeah, for market structure, piggy bank, I would use the 3 minute. I like to keep the 3 minute up for the market structure. But, yeah, if you're using the higher time frame, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Drawing liquidity, I'll use like the 4 hour and the 1 hour. He doesn't recommend walking away, Aries. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm of the belief that the longer that you stay in the market, the more likely the market is going to take your money. That's my belief. The more trades you take, and it's, you know, it's been a thing for me too, right? So you dug a hole down 13.90, now you're currently 970 in the green. Walk away, walk away. So yeah, Matthew, I'm here every single day at 9:15. We stay until noon at least. Typically stream a little longer, but you know, on a no news Monday, it's probably a shorter stream. So probably a shorter stream. Now, ask yourself, does this make sense to even short from here, from the 520 area? The push up to 520, does it even make sense to short? I mean, I guess if you're fibbing just this leg, we hit equilibrium, right? If you're just using this most recent swing, I don't think it makes sense to short here. I don't think it makes sense to short or really to long here either. You just got to wait. The best trades always come like after you get some sort of sweep of liquidity, some sort of V shape. I mean, I don't know. In hindsight, I would say this setup down here was pretty solid. But in real time, I had memories of this one here. I mean, let's think about this. Let's look at this. Look at those two setups. Do they look a lot different? They don't, right? I guess the only real difference is we did sweep the data low down here. We left the previous day low, and we did not really displace below it. Now here we did sweep some. We swept some liquidity here down to the left. Can't really see it now, but we did sweep some liquidity here. So they're very similar setups. This one failed even with equal highs above, and this one didn't. It's just, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I guess this one's stronger just because we swept the data low, but it's essentially the same setup. Almost. Want to be done by 11:30 Eastern? Yeah. It does get slow usually between noon and 1. There are some setups there, though. I agree there, Piggy Bank. Appreciate you, Matthew. You the man. You're starting to really like wealth charts. I haven't used them, Sean, but I might check them out for the, you know, a couple free evals. 488, we flush again. I mean, maybe. I don't know, man. It's the time of days off. We are coming into the macro here in a minute, so we're going to find out a lot here in the next 10 minutes. We've closed above and below that gap now, so it's not really, doesn't really mean anything now. I don't know. If I'm looking for a long, this is what I'm looking for. I want to see a quick whoop, sweep, V-shape, back up. Now, conversely, let's say we go like this and we close below this, then we're probably heading there. But we don't really know what's happening until then. And if you are looking for a short, again, to me, the short is a push up into this area, a VWAP touch, and then there. But I don't think it makes any sense to longer short from this area. I think you need one or the other to happen. Be patient, wait for it to reveal its hand, and then kind of go from there. Steve Miller says, take their money and run. That's what I say too. Treff, is that your real name, Steve Miller? Let me look you up right quick. Steve Miller is Treff's real name, guys. What's your address, Treff? Social security number? We need your CVV code on the back of your debit card and all the good stuff. We need all the good stuff. Give us the good stuff, Treff. Oh, Give us the good stuff. $485, maybe another good short entry. I don't know, man. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. I still might take another trade. We are in the green quite a bit, but we don't want to give much back. But we'll see what happens. Is Kid Poker in here? Let me see if Kid Poker's in here. He's not in here. I just saw him over in Nutty's stream. He just said only goes up. I sure hope he's not in a short still. Only goes up. You're on the wrong side every day? That sucks, Mazel. We all have days like that, though, right? I don't know. I just think right here's a spot, kind of like a no-trade spot, until we find out what happens here. Like I said, I think, you know, see if we can get this initial balance. I mean, I guess you could use the ES as well. If we fib the ES range, let's see if the ES is back to equilibrium. ES is not. It needs to retest to 681 to kind of be back to 50% of the range. Currently at 678, 6078. It needs to get a 6081. That's also kind of where initial balance low sits. You're up 45K. Let's go. Nice. Aries, you got to teach me how to make 45K. ES pushing up here 78.50. Looks like it's probably going to get to equilibrium first. I mean, we do have, like, if we're just looking at this objectively here, we have this gap here. That could kind of be your turn down area. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, Jose R. Welcome to the Methodical crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. This is your second 45K day in the past 3 days. Dang. What are you doing, Aries? Awesome job. William, you're with Elite Trader Funding now, trading an eval, static 100K, and I don't understand their rules with maximum positions open at the same time. No scaling rule. I mean, William, as far as I know, you can just go as much as you want on the eval. So if you're on 100K, I think it's, is it like 10 minis or 15 minis? I don't know how much it is. So on an eval, I'm pretty sure, William, there's no rules. You can pass that directly as fast as you want. So the only, somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong, the only rule that I'm aware of on Elite is the daily you got to have, like, for it to count as a trading day, it has to be like 23% of your largest trading day or something like that. So yeah, you can William, I mean, as far as I know, you can scale into a losing position. As far as I know, you can DCA. Little by little, you're getting more used to trading, not trading emotionally, getting away from front, running. Let's go. Nice job, Winter Circle. I mean, it takes time, right? So I can take bigger risk. Let's go. Nice job, Aries. Left equal highs up there at 516. Let's see what we can do here. Right, 55 after. Again, you kind of want to see this thing push up into that 545 area. You got that unbalanced gap up there. You got, you know, initial balance low. We'll kind of see if it can make it there. I'll make sure these are actually equal highs. I think they are. Yeah. Equal highs there. I mean, if you got something, you know, a sweep of this liquidity down here, I mean, like, this is the only way. Like, I might take this long. If we kind of pull back into here and we sweep this, then you could take this back to the equal highs maybe. Probably this just runs through there anyway without a setup. But I wouldn't mind that if we got a little pullback here and left these equal highs there. Probably just runs right back through them. Let's kind of see what we get here. Looks like it's going to run through the 516s right now. Yeah, that third push up, I don't know that that's not really, well, I mean, it should run. Might be triple on the 30-second. Let me see. Yeah, I just see two, but might be triple somewhere. Does it breach it? It did. And like sometimes I would chase that off the 50 or something, you know, a pull back into the 9. I would chase it, but yeah, I did miss it by a tick, John. That's what I was seeing. But I mean, still, you expect it to be ran. Just no setup to it. Look at price, guys. I mean, this is the macro time here. Granted, it's the lunch macro, right? But this thing is dead. This thing is just not moving. Ugh. It's just not moving, guys. Just not doing it. Ugh. As soon as we walk away, it will, though. Watch. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was going to do something a minute ago, and I completely forgot about it. Stuck at 38%. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Join the lineup. Okay. Well, guys, I do think it's going to call it for me. You're already done and back from dinner. We did good today, D. I don't know how everybody else did. I assume everybody else did good. We took a 107-point winner today, and I hope everybody jumped on board for that winner. I do got to go get my haircut today, guys. My beard and my haircut, my hair is just looking crazy. I haven't done it in 3 weeks, so we need to go do that. We are ending the day up $2,436 on this eval. And we will show you guys full transparency. We're down $835 on this one. And then our APEX accounts. How did that end up over there? What the world is going on here? What? We're up $160 on the APEX accounts. And that's it. Oh, yeah. We got one more to show you guys. Now, Bulenox is running that sale 85% off. Use the code MM1 for the 25K option 1. We're up 810 and 410 respectively on the Tradeify and the Tick Trader accounts. Still in drawdown on those. But if you guys want to support the channel, use my code. You want to see the hair, D? Why you want to see the hair, D? Come on, man. What's wrong with the hair? D wants to see the hair. Oh, my gosh, D. What? Come on, man. What? See the hair? See it? Y'all think I'm bald. I'm not bald. See, I'm just gray. We got some hair there, just a little bit of hair. But that's why we keep it from you. We keep it from you. Goal for the day is 3K, sitting at 1465. Yeah, I would definitely take a little break there. But if you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We'll see you next time.